Mala Sudha Kumbha Vibodha Mudra Vidyavirajata Karavari Jatam Apara Karunya Sudamburashim Shri Sharadamba Pranatosmi Nityam. Seeking the benediction of Jagannmata Sharda Parmeshwari, Vagdevi Saraswathi, the repository of all that is culture, knowledge, tradition, wisdom, art, learning, fine arts and theatre, I bow to her as I commence my address today. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to this present function organized this morning as valedictory of the Natakotsavam 2025 and to confer the inaugural Sri Shanmukhananda Nataka Shiromani Awards for the year 2025, and after the presentation of the awards, to unveil for the first time on the stage the maiden effort of this new play that is being brought in Arul Vakku by the Shanmukhananda Theatre Group in honor, memory and remembrance of Srimati G. Subbalakshmi, the former Honorary Secretary of the Sabha, the driving force behind the Women's Wing activities and that of the theatre group. On the 5th of June 2025, she moved from the seen to unseen, all of a sudden, leaving behind a void which only time can fill and heal. From the haunting melody of a vocal recital, to the sweet strains of veena, to the graceful movements of a Bharatanatyam dancer, to the joyful gathering of students and parents of neighborhood schools for their annual day, annual general meetings of large business conglomerates of the country, the choicest of international opera on this stage, and the best of theatre from across the country, all giving their very best in this Vyasapita. This auditorium of ours has been a silent witness to all. Today, it is more than an edifice. It's part of a living history. It's a monument of a cultural synthesis that in its singular object and multifaceted dimension epitomizes the city it stands tall and proud in, and in a larger sense, the nation itself. Shanmukhananda is a living tradition. The Shanmukhananda Theatre Group was formed in the year 2004, immediately after the Golden Jubilee Celebration Sabha in the year 2002-2003. Since then on till now, it has been on the shoulders of Srimati Santosh Rajan to hold on to the mantle of the theatre activities of this institution, despite her advancing age, to infuse vigor, shine and lust into it. Over these years she has given, and the theatre group has presented 15 major plays, 6 minor plays, 5 skits and 6 children theatre, and this morning shall offer the 32nd play, the production that comes out of the Shanmukhananda Theatre Group. In the year 2023, when this majestic auditorium of ours celebrated its Diamond Jubilee, chronicling the path that we have taken over the 60 years, exactly on the 22nd of August 2023, on the 60th year day, the Shanmukhananda Theatre Group presented its 20th production, Thodarum Ninaivugal, and those remembrances and memories continue. During the epoch-making centenary celebrations of Bharat Ratna Dr. M.S. Subbalakshmi, spread over 3 years, the like of which has never been given to any artist anywhere in the world, the theatre group presented in the year of the centenary its mega production, Katrinile Varum Geetham, that added to the spirit, the energy, the lust and the shine of the 3-year-long centenary celebrations. This journey of communicating through the medium of this performing art continues. Theatre by its very nature is all-encompassing. It therefore embraces all topics. It presents all situations because it is concerned with all types of people. It mirrors the spiritual and the social realities of the day. It x-rays them with precision and with a critical eye. Victor Hugo once said, if the mirror is ordinary, what comes out is poor, of course honest, but a colorless image. But drama, which is a vehicle of a powerful communication, should therefore not be an ordinary mirror, but it should be a deep focused mirror. Then only it can bring the realities of the day. The word theatre itself is drawn from the Greek word theatron. Theatron means a place to go to view or see. People go to realize the truth of life and the social web that engages everyone's life at the point of time in which it is being presented. All the world stage is a drama. All men and women are its few players. There are exits and entries for each one of them, and each man during his life plays his own part. Theatre is the only medium which chronicles 100% the essence, the truth, and the gamut of life. Because life is also like a stage. Every dawn brings in a new platform for a person to act on, a new dialogue of communication with the people of the world, and a new experience that enriches him, her, and progresses them in the life journey till the end that comes to them. The joy of theatre is the shared experience with other people. Tamil theatre has a very rich legacy and a tradition because the land itself is the land of gods, temples, and also various evolutions and faiths that have grown in that land over time. In the early years, in the formative days, which can be dated back to more than 2000 years, Bhavana started by saying 3000 years, but partially recorded, half recorded, or half known dates it only to 2000 years. But whatever it is, in those days it was called as Kuthu, Terukuthu. But Terukuthu had the same mix that you have today. Dance, drama is also there, and music is there. Over the years, with life evolving itself, one due to the progress of man and machines taking a dominant role, and the present age where electronics and communication skills have undergone a great change. What can be presented on the stage cannot remain what it existed in the 2nd century BC. It also moved on and started giving the contemporary needs of time. The earliest production, and that too with not great evidence that we can say, is the one that was given in 2nd century BC. And half recorded, there are no scripts or anything that you can see anywhere else, assuming it to be partially true, or the origin of Tamil theatre. But Tamil theatre thrived during the medieval period, thanks to the patronage of the kings, courts of wisdom, royalty, and wealthy merchants. This is the only field where wealthy merchants played a very big role during the medieval times. And that is why epochs like Manimegalai, Silappatikaram, Kundalakeshi all saw the light of the day. Today you have the modern day versions of all these, which are also being staged. I just saw last week that Manimegalai also is being staged by somebody in Chennai when I was at Chennai. So, life evolves and theatre also evolves with time. The present day Tamil theatre has grown to its full potential. Today it just does not portray life itself, but analyzes life. It gets into what is in the ground, and therefore it has addressed various subjects and topics like gender inequalities, caste and creed discrimination, corruption in high societies in public offices, and the use and the misuse of digital media. That he gave. And yesterday Kathadi gave. And so it has evolved with time. It is at this juncture that we are trying to celebrate Indian theatre, and that too the Tamil theatre, this morning by having the Jambavans of our times, men and women who have stamped infinity on the thought and process of this land through the medium of Tamil drama, have all assembled here. I only wish God was kind enough to have brought ARS also here. But then his worthy son is over here, so certainly it doesn't make a difference to us. Wherever he is, I wish we had made it live so that ARS would have seen that. but the best of all are present over here. This year is indeed very special. Last year, the Tamil theatre celebrated the centenary of Nataka Kavalar, R.S. Manohar. The person who gave you so much of history, mythology, not just a presentation of the story, that booming, sonorous, thunderous voice that recreated the original scene of Lankeshwara or Chanakya and the Shabadam that you took, are countless number of them. Last year was his centenary. This very same stage has produced almost, as shown, almost all the productions of R.S. Manohar. The current year is still special. This is the year of centenary of the father of Indian theatre, Ibrahim Alkasi. He was the director of the National School of Drama. Just another 6 days from now, on the 18th of October, this country will be celebrating the centenary of Ibrahim Alkasi. He had dual citizenship, Saudi Arabian and Indian, and he wore them effortlessly on both his sleeves. Most of his productions are known by the professional perfection and the emotion, the empathy that he imputed into his script. Countless number of artists, actors, actresses of current day have all been groomed, developed and blossomed by him. In such a year, the Sabha has started a new journey of renewed vigor for perpetuating Indian theatre. After the awards function, we have the presentation by Srimati Santosh Rajan on Arulvaku. The script was originally written by Srimati G. Subbalakshmi. She had not completed it and she had left several gaps in between, but then fate willed otherwise, that she could not fill it up, and it fell onto the shoulders of Srimati Santosh Rajan to fill those gaps and enact one play which will be a tribute and honor to the memory of G. Subbalakshmi. Today, our Arul is always there. Wherever she is ensconced, I am sure our mind will not move away from this institution. So that blessings will endure for all of us. But our Vaku can be heard and remembered only in silence. As we slip into silence, we can see the diminutive young lady on the stage. It was sad that we saw the best of her on the International Women's Day on 8th of March. And less than 3 months later, she had moved away. So this drama is a tribute to her honor and memory, and with a prayer that it will guide us for several years to come. This year, as I said, we have commenced a new journey of conferring the Sri Shanmukhananda Nataka Shiromani Awards. Each year this award will be given to one artist from the theatre world, from any language. Language has absolutely no correlation to what an actor or an actress can give on the stage. And each year it will be done closer to this date in the month of October as we celebrate the father of Indian theatre. This year, can you expect anything better? Well begun is half done. I think it's more than half done. 5 Jambavans have assembled over here to put their stamp of acceptance to this award. So we don't have to market ourselves for this award, because they have marketed it on our behalf, saying that this is an award worthy of being taken. If tomorrow somebody is being nominated, we don't have to labor to tell them, please accept it. When they see the names of the awardees, they will immediately come and take it. We are beholden to each one of you for readily consenting to accept the inaugural Sri Shanmukhananda Nataka Shiromani Awards. A.R. Srinivasan, ARS, is a Jambavan of the Tamil theatre. He was first introduced into the stage in the year 1964 by his father, the legendary Y.G. Parthasarathy, whose several plays we have seen it over here. If there was one singular artist who lived the life of the character that he portrayed on the stage and made you believe that he is that artist and not ARS, it was A.R. Srinivas. There was very little between the man that ARS was and the actor that he had played on the stage. Several years later, I can only remember Shekhar Sen trying to don the role, whether it is Vivekananda, whether it is Tulsidas, Surdas, any Das, he became one like them. And that's the greatness of ARS. And as I said, he had consented to come, even though I was warned by some people that ARS does not move out of Chennai, therefore he won't come. And he is very reluctant to be seen with aids to bring him. But then when I wrote to him, he readily consented and said, I'll come. But the unfortunate thing is, most of these elderly people, the pangs of geriatry, will affect them in the bathroom, they will fall down there. But he fell down in the main room, even though he has told me that he fell in the bathroom before also. So reluctantly he had to move away from being physically present over here. His son Jaishankar has come today to receive the award on behalf of his father. We are beholden to him, both to the father and the son, for honoring this honor that we want to confer on ARS. Kathadi Ramamurthy. Yesterday they gave the story of how Kathadi came to him. But yesterday he also gave the essence of his dramas. There can be enough humor over there, an entertainment which can be part of the theatre, but he conveys effectively through what he does there that drama is not a means only for entertainment. It is the message that he gives at the end of it, and that too humorously, that will sink into the audience for long times to come. And yesterday's message, I believe, despite all the tangles, the shickle that he created, that Sivaraman's belief that the present generation will respect, understand the generation which is going to demise, will sink into the younger ones, and elderly people can have a better life after seeing Sivaraman. When we see Y.G. Mahendran, I think my memory of him is very less, but his father is very deep in me. In the days I have seen the best of his father on the stage. But he is a very rare artist. He is an actor, he is a dramatist, he is a producer, he is a player, he sings, he coordinates everything. And this also is there. I am not. So all rolled into one. When yesterday they said Kathadi has clocked 7,500 appearances, it's astounding, mind-boggling. Can't believe that. But then he has 10,000 appearances with him. So I wish he has kept all the 10,000 appearances somewhere for the world to know that it's possible that somebody can come on the stage 10,000 times. Even we come here hardly 20 times or 30 times a year. So that's Y.G. Mahendra for us, and we are extremely delighted. Even though he has a long list of grievances with us that we have not staged. Charukeshi, before it becomes a play, he wants it to be staged, and I'm sure we'll stage it. Before it hits that silver screen, this Vyasapita is far better. So we will have this before it goes to the silver screen. We are thankful to him for his presence along with his wife this morning for this function. Who in this audience, the members of the Sabha, will not know of Vardu? The journey from Bank of India to the world of performing art has indeed been a long journey. Delhi to dur nahi tha, fir bhi safar to katin tha. But he has given several of his plays in this Sabha. I think there is a weighted preference for this man that he gets to show things far frequently than others. So he is too well known to us. And he too hath clocked 50 years in Tamil drama. Each one of them, whether it is Kathadi or Mahendra, 60 years or more, and 50 years over a year. So the only exception that we could make to this threshold limit of 50 years. His father was far more. 50 years was, we needed a female voice which mirrors the aspirations of the equal society of this country. If you see the census, they are no less than what men are. But over centuries, theatre has been dominated by men. And men have created barriers too high for anyone other than men to cross and come onto the stage. And to imagine a lady from a Brahminical fold, when traditions were deep-rooted in the families, to have moved out of it and come and give the way she mirrors the society, it has been an achievement, no less than the best of women achievers of this country. And 35 years is not a short time. With all responsibilities, a family, children, everybody, she has dominated the stage. So this is the type of people who are honoring the Sabha today and honoring all of us. She is. அவங்க இன்னொரு பாம்பே இருக்கலாம் சேர்த்து சொல்லலான் இருந்தேன் அப்படி சொல்லி விடுறேன். So he says she legitimately belongs to the city. So we give preference for you, ma'am, along with our Santosh Rajan, that they are from this area. Several of people have gone from here to down south, and therefore I thought the differences are gone. They are national. They have become present everywhere. But of course the roots are ours. And we know when the roots are ours, they are stronger. I am not saying the sand of Chennai is less porous, that there are Jambavans who have also come. We have always been thinking that if there is one art form which is more vocal, more effective, more sensitive than any other performing art, it is the stage. It is the performing art. It has been a long dream of this institution to have a school of drama, not only in Tamil, in all languages. The Marathi theatre is flourishing. The Gujarati is known for its comedy these days. Bengal has vanished, but the first play ever on the stage came from the Nand Kishore troupe in the year 1963 for this Sabha for 2 full days, and they performed without a mic, and they performed for 2 days to the full audience, and we could not believe that a play can be staged without any acoustic system. The Bengalis have such sonorous voice. That society has diminished as far as its artistic things are concerned, but others have also improved. Chhattisgarh has come up in a big way. So we should be able to work our way to provide equal primacy to this art. As I come to the end of my address this morning, long as it were, may the Jaganmatu Kamakoti Kamakshi. I began with Sharada. May Kamakshi shed her grace on all of them. May they live long, a life of purpose, a life committed to the world of dance, world of drama, and more importantly, may we also be blessed so that we can incorporate into our lives, through passage of time in our eternal quest, in this pilgrimage of perfection, a little of all those attributes that they have into us and make our lives sublime. As I sign off for the morning, let me quote the Atharva Veda for all these people over here and the sole lady who belongs to us. From the Atharva Veda, I said, may they live long. So let me say this. Pushyet shartashatam, pashyet shartashatam, roget shartashatam, bhuyet shartashatam, bhayet shartashatam, bhayamsi shartashatam. May you all live 100 years. Free from diseases, of a vision not only of the eye, but also of the mind, and freedom from fear, favor, and want. Thank you and God bless.